Hey, it's Jonga Diop, and we're here today to talk about the second member of the award-winning group TLC, CHILLI. Now, CHILLI is one of the hardest members to really track down information on. It seems that there's really not much about her that's out in the public, and I wondered about that. But when I look at CHILLI's chart, she basically has all of the planets in the lower part of her chart, making her an introvert. So CHILLI's business, while you know about her relationships, you typically don't know much about her personal life. So let's dig into CHILLI and see some of the things that astrology tells us about her. First is Sun in Pisces. Piscean people with the Sun in Pisces tend to be very much universal people, easygoing. They're a bit on the softer side. They're not as aggressive as other people in different sun signs, but they're very spiritual. They're very much people pleasers and people persons. So with that being said, Pisces has very much an easy flowing type of energy. Now, let's get into Moon in Aries. Now, Moon in Aries can make CHILLI temperamental. It can also give her a quick temper. It can make her angrier quicker, but also it talks about her libido. So we're going to give CHILLI a strike 1 for the freak alert, because with that Moon in Aries, she will fight you. She's quick-tempered, and also it makes her have a very high libido. Women with Moon in Aries definitely can be extremely horny. Now, we get on to the Mercury in Pisces. It makes her soft-spoken, but also CHILLI is very much sensitive to when you talk crazy to her. I saw this clip where there's a guy and he's joking with CHILLI, and she's taking it pretty easily, but she gets kind of mad and she says, "Don't make me come over there and hit you with this shoe." So Moon in Aries will fight. Mercury in Pisces means that she's sensitive to the things you say to her, so you might want to watch how you talk to her. So we move on down to Venus in Capricorn, which means that CHILLI dates for structure. She also dates for finances. So in CHILLI's life, part of how she chooses men is the no scrubs theory. So even though she sung no scrubs and things may not be what they appear to be with her later on, one of the things we can see is that she dates for status. She also can date for a man who has finances. So that's very important. Now, Mars in Sagittarius, and we got to give her strike 2 on the freaky alert, because Mars in Sagittarius deals with not only the type of man that a woman prefers, but it also deals with her libido. So here we have strike 2 on the freaky alerts. It makes her a thrill seeker. And just fellas, in case you wanted to know, Mars also can show the types of things that a woman likes in the bedroom and the type of things that would turn her on. But let's keep it moving. Now, CHILLI has a Virgo ascendant and a Virgo Lilith, and that definitely makes her a health nut. If you go to her page, you see nothing but pictures of food, and healthy food at that. Virgo is always very much obsessed and very much worried about their health. So with these two prominent things in Virgo, CHILLI is very much obsessed with her health, obsessed with her body, obsessed with making sure that she is in good running order as far as her health. And so you even see her on Dr. Oz and how she flexes the abs, how she's perfectly in shape. Virgo tends to be more in shape because they are concerned with how their body looks. Now, that doesn't apply across the board, but Virgo energy typically makes a person concerned for their health. Now, we need to get down to the nitty-gritty and talk about something that's very important in CHILLI's chart, and it's her 7th house. Her 7th house contains a lot of the things and a lot of secrets about her that people should probably look at and probably kind of get to know. The first thing we need to talk about is CHILLI was born with the sun in the 7th house, meaning that her relationships are a sense of pride for her. She's proud about her relationships and the people that she knows. Relationships make her shine. They make her get up in the morning. She's very much happier when she has a man at her side. But also, she has a sun square Neptune. And with that placement, it means that the father is typically absent. And I didn't know this, but CHILLI was on Sally Jessy Raphael. For those of us who are dinosaurs, this is a talk show way back in the 90s that was popular. And so with that being said, CHILLI was separated from her father and didn't really have a relationship with her father. And you should have saw the way that on this clip, she was just looking so happy and beaming when her father was around, because she was finally happy to have a relationship with him. But when you look at some of the things that Chilli has done in her life, how she ran with the wrong crowd, how she gravitated to the wrong people, how she was jumping from this man to this man and dating these rappers and being around people who wasn't good for her, you can see the effect that not having a father had on Chilli, because it's central in her chart that her relationships matter to her. So not having a relationship with her father really bothered her and really hurt her as a person. So I'm glad that Chilli was able to heal that wound, to get back with her father, and to basically kind of repair some of the damage that was done in that relationship. And so astrology points out the tendencies that we have because of the things that have happened to us. So it's beautiful to see that Chilli found healing, and our community as a whole needs healing because of the fatherlessness, because of men who are missing, because of men who didn't do their job. And so with that being said, having a father, and even the people who prevented those fathers from being fathers, that's another point. Those people who prevented fathers from being fathers are part of the problem, because this young girl was out here hurting, having sex with multiple men, out here jumping to different crews, all because she didn't have a father. So fathers who are missing, as well as those who deprive those children of fathers, often play a part in the hurt that's in the community. So I'm glad that Chilli found her healing. Now, just one house over from the 7th house, we have Aries in the 8th house. Freak alert. This is a freak alert. Turn around and face the wall right now. Now, fellas, when you got Moon in Aries, Mars in Aries, and also that 8th house, Mars in Sagittarius, and that 8th house in Aries, you have a freak alert. When it comes to action, when it comes to her thoughts and emotions, and that 8th house of sex and intimacy, you are dealing with a grade A freak 99.9% of the time. The panties fly off. They practically melt off. This woman's libido is off the charts. She will tear you up. Chilli is probably breaking them off till they can't walk. You finna limp about it here. She finna give you that work like Loaded Lux. You finna get that work today. You're gonna be limping like Seabiscuit after 2 Kentucky Derbies consecutively. So when you see these types of signs in a woman's chart, that is a straight freak alert. It's going down. So let's move on. Let's say that you roll over in the morning, right? You've just had some mind-blowing experiences with Chilli, right? You look over, and that fine-ass woman you met in the club that you just got done slaying is looking through your phone. You roll over, hey, what you doing?
I was just looking. Do you think I'm pretty? I mean, you follow all these big booty women on Instagram, and I'm not shaped like them. And who is Tina? Is that your girlfriend? Because I'm not about to be sharing you with no heifer from the streets, because I'm Chilli.
Now you see, Sun opposition ascendant, Jupiter square ascendant, and Neptune square ascendant means that Chilli probably suffers from self-esteem issues as well as body issues and trust issues. That's one of the reasons why she was going through the phone. That's one of the reasons why she was asking you all those questions, is because deep down these placements indicate someone who is insecure. So she looked confident at the club. She looked like she had some money because of that Jupiter right there. You know, she looked like she was pretty cool and chill and laid back because of that Neptune, but in reality there are issues underneath the surface. And I wanted to expose that because after you hit that, that's typically when people relax. That's typically when people show who they truly are. It's right after sex. That's why you have, you know, that post clarity. It's because after sex the defenses are down. After someone has done the do and done the deed, that's when they become who they truly are. And so that's the time when you will find that a lot of people start and begin to tell the truth. Now, some people lie 100% and never stop. But for certain people, that bedroom is where they become vulnerable after the act. And so it just exposes and shows that Chilli has these issues when it comes to her self-esteem. But also, fellas, it was important to point this out. because it can also show that Chilli has issues when it comes to showing who she truly is. She can manipulate. She can show you one thing and truly be about another. She can say one thing and be about another. And so with that being said, that's one of the things that astrology points out. And that's one of the reasons why you need to get that natal chart done. If you're dealing with her, even on a purely sexual basis, you need to get into that chart. Because there are some people that didn't tell me the truth. And when I did that chart, all of the truth came spilling out. Oh, this is why you did XYZ. This is why you walking around the house reciting random songs because, oh, you love music. This is in your chart. All of these things come spilling out once you get down to the truth about people. So with that being said, I'm still doing charts for those donations. I'm still doing these videos, and I want to put this on YouTube. That way people can come and find the information. But I want people to start using astrology to get into the self-discovery. But this week we're also moving on and we're doing the big one. Next, tomorrow, we're doing left eye. And so with that being said, stay on the lookout for this video because we got to tie in a lot of things on this video as well as in the next one. So with that being said, thank you for listening. This is John Gadia. Peace.